Welcome back to Bet the Mortgage. We're back. We had a tough week last week. I went 1-2. Pretty sure Zach went 1-2, right? Or did you go over?
Let me check back at my
I went one
pick.
and two for sure.
So
I
Michigan minus 9.5
obviously that
miss.
didn't hit. Um,
Oklahoma State +6
that didn't hit.
didn't hit.
Then you had the under in the Wisconsin USC game. Is that right?
Yeah, also did not hit.
Also did not hit. So you went 0-3. So I'm 11-3-1 on the year. Zach is now 8-7 on the year. Overall, we are 19-10, 19-10-1, but still really good. Obviously, we couldn't have started off hotter. We've kind of gone back to earth a little bit. I'm still riding high. But yeah, make sure you're following us on all the socials: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and also subscribe, hit the bell, like, so you never miss an episode of Bet the Mortgage. But also make sure you watch our shorts. That's how you get our content really fast. But yeah, I went 1-2. Zach went 0-3, so I got first pick. I went KU +3 as my first pick against Arizona State. Truly, I don't know why I'm making this pick. KU has looked so bad this year. I just think
It's old
they're
KU,
too, they're too talented. They're too talented. Arizona State is nowhere near as talented as KU. At some point, you would think Jalen Daniels has to click. Devin Neal has been good this year. They got to start giving him the ball more. Um, why not this week? Why not this week? You know?
Yeah. My first pick is Michigan money line versus Washington. Because Michigan's actually the underdog somehow, some way. Uh, Michigan, are they a really good team? No. But are they a good team? Yeah, they're a pretty solid team. To be honest with you, they're probably a top 20 team in the nation still. Washington football is a bad football team. They can't figure it out, to be honest with you. I do get it's home at Washington, night game too. The atmosphere, maybe a little bit. It is a rematch of the national championship last year, so maybe that. But honestly, like I think Michigan takes this by like 10 points. And so yeah, I would take the spread here, but there's way more money in the money line, so hammer the money line here.
Yeah, yeah. I almost picked it, but I can never get those weird lines. Like when I saw Washington was favored, it was like, why is Washington favored? And then it was like Vegas knows something. Like,
Yeah, that's what you thought about Tennessee too, and I hammered
yeah, and
that.
they didn't look great in that game.
And they still hit.
They
It still
covered. They
hit.
still covered. They still covered. My next one is James Madison minus 16.5 against Louisiana Monroe. JMU has been on a tear recently, averaging more than 50 points a game through the last couple games. Louisiana Monroe hasn't been great. They played some tough games. I think they played Texas a couple weeks ago. But Alonzo Barnett, the James Madison QB, has been playing like a top QB in the country, running and passing. I think JMU rolls. I think they win by 20 plus in this game.
Yeah. My next one is Tennessee minus 13.5 versus Arkansas. At least I think it's minus 13.5 right now. Yep, Tennessee minus 13.5 versus Arkansas. I will admit, Arkansas is a decent team, but I am so high on Tennessee. I
Mm.
think Tennessee is a very, very good team. Very, very good teams don't have close games against teams like Arkansas. And I think Tennessee is one of those games. And if it's, 13 or less points, I consider that a close game. I just think Tennessee's too good for this game.
Yep, yep. And my last one is another one that, talent just kind of outweighs. Indiana minus 13.5. Indiana's a good team. Northwestern isn't. I think Indiana had a little hiccup against Maryland. Still ended up winning by 14. I think Maryland's a better team than Northwestern. I just think Indiana outclasses them with the skill players. I think it's similar to what they did against UCLA when they won by almost 30, I think. I think 42-13 was the final there. I think it's a very similar score. I know Northwestern probably has a little bit better of a defense than UCLA, but their offense is nothing. So yeah, I think Indiana rolls in this one as well.
Yeah. And then my final pick here which I think is definitely one of my favorites. Hang on, let me just pull up exactly who they're playing. Yep, USC minus 8.5 versus Minnesota. I think Minnesota really should have got walked by Michigan. They honestly did. Michigan just messed up and let them come back in the fourth and make it a close game. But they were honestly getting walked by Michigan. I think USC and Michigan are pretty similar teams, as we saw when they played. I think USC walks all over Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's a good team. I think Michigan made them look a whole lot better than they actually are.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, that'll do it for this week. Make sure you follow us on our socials that we mentioned before, and they're all linked in the description as well: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But yeah, Zach, you got anything else?
Not right now.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
If we die, we die! If we die, we die!